Yeah, what's going on, family? Shaman B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about. I actually want to call this video right here, man. It's actually going to be something positive, man. It's actually it's actually something that I actually dealt with recently, and I'm actually going to call this video right here, man, called Release and Let It Go, and why it's okay to let it go to move forward in your life. Because for many years, I was actually, struggling to move forward because it was many things that was very traumatic in my life, that really hurt me and that really affect me. And the reason why it really affected me so much because it was mainly from like the closest people, it was the closest people close to me and the ones that I love and stuff like that. And when you go through like, mental abuse and physical abuse and verbal abuse, and, you're going through death in the family and stuff like that, especially when you're dealing with the loss of a loved one that was real close. And when you go through like, things that really rock you in your life that are very traumatic as far as like death or just loss of home, loss of finance, or just anything, right? A lot of times, those situations can like, really, stick to us for a very long time. And they can really affect us, over the course of the period of our lifetime because, especially when you keep on seeing something like that, man, like it's really traumatic and it really like, it really affects your psyche. It really affects your daily habits. It affects your daily mindset. It affects how you operate around people. It will trigger certain things. And a lot of times, that could be weight that, a lot of times that could be weight, that we could be walking around on our shoulders that could be pulling us down, instead of us, facing that situation. Excuse me, a lot of times we have a tendency of like, running from it instead of us, what I mean? It's like, we take a look at it, but, we try to find a way to change it. But instead of us, taking that situation and just facing it, saying like, you know what, I learned from the situation. It is what it is. I learned from it, and, I'm actually going to move on from it. Many times that, we try to change the situation in our life, and that's the reason why we might hold on to these things. But it's okay to release and let it go because, once you release and let it go, it's like a really large burden in your life that is being lifted, from you. It's being lifted from your psyche, it's being lifted from your soul, being lifted from your spirit, it really gives you like it really gives you like a chance of like, like a second chance of like really redeeming yourself, because those things of the past, it could be a very large weight that can be pulling you down, because the longer you hold on to it, the longer it's going to take for you to actually move on into your future. And that's what I had to learn. I had to really learn to like, I understand it. I'm going to release it and let it go. No longer that problem is me. No longer am I in that situation. No longer am I in the past. No longer the past defines me. And I'm going to finally, conquer the situation, and I'm going to let it go. And at the same time, it is okay to let it go, because once you let it go, you're going to feel so liberated. It's one of the greatest and best liberated feelings in the world, especially when you know that you finally, conquered that problem and you faced it and you relieve yourself from it and you are at peace, with it. It's one of the most amazing things, the liberated feelings in the world, when you finally liberate yourself from the past and release it and letting it go. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man, spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need of y'all had to hear this subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. Always appreciate the love. And don't forget to hit the bell to get all of my notifications. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to donate, the links will be in the description box. And this your man B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.